The next question that comes to our mind is that why we are studying these Banach algebras, and if we are studying these Banach algebras, can we connect it with the spectral theory that we are studying? So here, corresponding to Banach algebras, we may define the resolvent and the spectrum set here also. So let's see how. So if for that, if we assume A to be some complex Banach algebra with identity, then the resolvent set rho of x, this is the set of all lambdas such that x minus lambda e is invertible. So you see there is a connection of this definition with the previous definition of resolvent set defined for a operator. In that case, you take some element lambda from C such that you have t minus lambda I to be invertible, right? So all the lambdas in that case which provide this operator to be invertible would be called as the regular values, and the collection of all those regular values would be resolvent set. In this case, we are saying the element from the algebra is said to be present in the resolvent set for x whenever we have x minus lambda e as invertible, right? So all the lambdas are present in the resolvent set corresponding to a particular element x, right? So you see we have identity here for the Banach algebra, and we have the identity operator here in case of resolvent set for operators. And in a similar manner, we will say the spectrum set that will consist of all the spectral values which are complex numbers such that for a particular x in that algebra, this x minus lambda e, that is not invertible. So from here we can clearly see that the spectrum set is complement of the resolvent set, right? So now here we are talking about invertible elements, but we have not defined what invertible elements are. So let us define the invertible elements in the sense of Banach algebras. So for any algebra A with identity, an element x belonging to A is said to be invertible, or sometimes this is also known as regular if it has an inverse in A. So that means we will say if the inverse of the element x exists, so that we have x inverse x which is equal to x inverse which is equal to E. If that thing occurs, so an element x is said to be invertible or regular. Why regular? Because you see, inverting an element solves many problems. It is used to determine the unknown values. So therefore, we call this regular because it regularizes our work of calculating the unknowns. However, if the inverse does not exist, then we call that element to be non-invertible, and sometimes it is also known as singular. So you may relate this word singular with that of matrices, right? So a matrix which cannot be inverted is singular, right? So moreover, if the inverse exists, it is unique. How? Let's try and prove this one. If you have two elements, in fact three elements, x, y and z corresponding to your algebra, present in your algebra, then we wanted to show that if that these two elements y and z, they are equal to each other. So here we assume that for x belonging to A, if y is the inverse of A, right, y is the inverse of A as well as z is the inverse of A, then this then this y and z, they are equal to each other. So for that we started here with y, and then corresponding to this y we can write y into E because E is the identity. In place of this identity we may write xz, right, there is no problem. Then we can use the properties of algebra, the first property of associativity, and then we have yx into z. Now instead of this yx, we have identity here, so this is equal to z. So this proves the uniqueness here. So the next question is that the definition for resolvent and spectrum sets, which we have defined just above for the corresponding Banach algebras, does this definition agrees with that defined for operators from the Banach spaces? So I have already told you the similarity of this definition with that of the definition defined for operators. So let's see here how this is true. Yes, this is true, that is obvious. But how this is true? So let's see the proof. So here we assume X to be complex Banach space and Bxx to be a Banach algebra, the space of all bounded linear operators. So therefore, in this case, because this is a Banach algebra, the above definition of resolvent set and spectrum sets holds well. Now, we wanted to show that this definition corresponds to the resolvent set and spectrum set for operators as well. So for that, we take an operator T belonging to Bxx, the bounded set, and lambda from the resolvent set rho of T. So then by definition, we know what is rho, the resolvent operator. This is defined by T minus lambda I inverse. So because this lambda is a resolvent value, so therefore lambda inverse should exist, it should be bounded, and it should be dense in X. So we say here the resolvent operator that exists, and it is an element of the bounded linear operators. Why? Because it is bounded. So we may say this resolvent operator, that is bounded linear operator defined on X. Hence this lambda belongs to the resolvent set for operators. Conversely, this earlier resolvent set, that was for the operator T. Conversely, we say that if you take a lambda from the resolvent set rho of T defined by the previous definition, that means that of operators, then the resolvent operator R lambda T that exists, and that operator is linear, bounded, and defined on a dense subset of X. But since T is bounded, so that means the resolvent operator is defined for all X using this theorem, by this lemma, that if you have T to be linear operator and lambda from the resolvent set, and if T is closed and bounded, then the resolvent operator is defined on whole of the space and is bounded. So therefore we say this lambda belonging to the resolvent set with the resolvent set defined in a manner by the definition above, that means in the sense of Banach algebras. So therefore both of these definitions agree, and hence we say both these definitions agree for the resolvent set, because we were talking here about the resolvent set only. So if both of the resolvent sets, that means one from that of Banach algebras and one defined for operators, is both the definitions agree well, in that case we say the spectrum set, being the complement of resolvent set, is also the same whenever you take definition from concerning the Banach algebras, or you take the definition concerning the operators, right? So this is about the resolvent and the spectrum set defined on Banach algebras.